Good afternoon. It is June 26th, 2025, and today we had another update. And this is the 1300 tick chart, but if you take a look at the daily chart, this is what I was talking about yesterday, is people will bet, and this is from Al Brooks's course that I learned this, or that he made sense of this for everyone. People will bet that these sell-offs become tails on the bottom of these breakout bars. So yesterday we didn't get a bull breakout bar, but we got a bull body, and that probably gave the bulls confidence. Um, so yesterday when the market opened on these big bars right here, and we were in this trading range, and all the buyers looked at this as a big tail, and it became the low of the day. So you had this big spike up, and then in the overnight we kind of corrected back to the EMA, and then kind of just went sideways before breaking out again. But let's take a look. So 5 o'clock is somewhere up here. We're forming like a top. Price is responding to the EMA, so I don't think you want to go short just yet. Uh, find some support here. There's a 5:30 news item. We bounce, and then we just go sideways some more, and not really any reason to be getting in long or short at this point. Not sure if there was a news item here. That's a pretty big bar. But, at this point, you might want to consider just dropping a limit order in here towards the bottom of the range. But you get this move down, correction back to the EMA, move to a new low, and that just started everything, the rally for the rest of the day. So we break out, you get this huge bar, and that's at 7 o'clock, so maybe that was a news item too. And then we correct back to the EMA, and it looks at first like it's just going to be a failed breakout of the range, but we bounce and we go higher. So you could consider this failed second entry short if you are betting on the daily chart forming a bull breakout bar. And then if you looking, so this technically we didn't form a body gap. These are the highs before the breakout. Let me enlarge this a little bit. So if you look at the bodies here, these bodies closed at the same price. So technically not a gap, but it bounced there. So maybe you consider going long here. Doesn't look the greatest, but I think it makes sense. It looks like a two-legged pullback. Uh, we come up here, and if you draw a line from here, this high to these highs, and drag it down, this bear channel ends right there. I don't think you want to go long in this bear channel. Um, Not that it looks very strong, but it's just clearly a bear channel. But we do break out, and I think when we break out of that and form this like triple bottom right here, and you get a bull bar, I think there's reasons to consider going long right there. Uh, and we keep going up. You get a two-legged pullback to the EMA, go up a little further, and then you get this strong sell-off, uh, about a 10-point sell-off. It looks much stronger, but it's just 10 points. And here we form a bottom, and that's when you want to have these Fibonacci retracements ready, because you have a feeling it might be a strong up day. And I think people just bought at this. This is about a 33% correction, 38%. You can see um, people just bought there. When it stopped, we get a higher low here. This is actually a lower low compared to this one, but this just looks like support, and you get a nice bull bar far from the EMA. I think you can consider going long there. And you get a nice rally, and then it goes sideways, and then it breaks out again, and then it goes sideways. I'm not really sure if I don't think I would go long in here. I don't think I would go long in here either. But then you get this huge, after the failed breakout, huge bull bar. You might want to consider that. But then you get an inside bar after that. So that's tough. You get a second entry here, but the signal bar is no good. Get a higher low, so maybe you can take that. Uh, so we're in this bull channel, but we get a break. And then this like buy climax, big bear bar. And then you get another buy climax, like a 7 bar bear, bull micro channel. Then we get this bear channel right here, but you're not going short on a day like today. And then you get this overshoot. You might want to consider buying that. You might want to consider buying this higher low. You might want to consider buying this higher low too. Uh, but we don't really get a clear bull channel from either of these. I mean, this is, you can tell this is a channel after the fact. Uh, this one too, but the bears come in, so uh, you get this tight bear channel here, and I mean you're pretty much at the end of the day, 12:30. Not a strong bear channel though, so I could understand someone getting long right here. You get a failure right here. I could see someone considering getting long right there. Failed second entry short, and then you get like a buy the close rally. Actually, it's not really buy the close because there's these stems on top. So you want to take quick profits. And yeah, since then we just kind of been flip flopping. Made this area of support right here at 1 o'clock, and then there was a rally. And I think we're in this broad bull channel right now. Uh, and again, by the way, yeah, this is the weekly chart. So I think the bulls are going to try to have it finish on its high. The bears will try and create a tail on top and make it look like it's part of this range. That's what the bears will try to do. But the daily chart, so the the bulls are gonna, if there's a tail, look for an early sell off and try to buy that if you get a good signal bar. Uh, but let's take one last look at it. I'll delete the Fibonacci numbers. So I hope everyone had a good day. I'll be back tomorrow.